Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Sunday. It's almost noon on Sunday, November 14th, 2021. Busy morning. It's a big cup of coffee morning. All right, we have three different sports to talk about today. We're going to talk about hockey, we're going to talk about football, and we're going to talk about college basketball. Let's do it. All right, so let's start off with hockey. My advice on hockey, it's a really great sport to play. It's a fantastic sport to watch, and it is extremely difficult sport to bet. And I don't try to advertise that this algorithm works and does any better than the odds makers do because I don't think anybody can predict hockey. But we'll glance at it real quick. It says the number one pick of the day is Anaheim down here. That agrees with Off the Wall Hockey Guy John at Off the Wall Hockey. He's also had a nice run the last week or so. He likes Anaheim as well, so it's nice to see that the algorithm's confirming that. Other than that, looks like some rough goalies here and rough goalies here, especially this Jersey Ranger game might hit an over. I don't know. Enjoy what you want. Oh, we got Pittsburgh and Washington. Rivalry. Everyone's got COVID. The story of this video is really COVID protocol. And it looks like a lot of people are coming down with it this year. This winter makes sense. As the Earth, orbits around the sun, and we change angles slightly, and we get less vitamin D and less direct sunlight in these areas of latitude to the north. You're going to see it be more prominent, and so a lot of people are out, and the injury report's probably reflecting this, and has Washington. I know Pittsburgh's having a lot of issues, and more people are going on the list. So anyway, that's a good transition over to NFL. So NFL, I think Big Ben is out against the Lions, and it somehow puts the Lions up here. This is a no-bet game, in my opinion, for just numerous reasons. But the Lions are bad, but Ben might not be there, and who knows what's going to happen. So that moved down. I did update the injury report here. Things that stayed the same from the video on Thursday. Chargers still up here. Cowboys still up here. Ravens already lost, I should say. They hit the under, but they lost. Buffalo over the Jets 30-20. Okay, so Indianapolis moved up over Jacksonville, and the alternate score, which takes into account defensive injuries, still has Jacksonville winning 21-20. As a personal... If I was betting today, which I don't think I'm betting today, I'm not in a state where I could bet, and I'm probably not. So I'm just going to watch and enjoy. But this Jacksonville plus 10, I thought this is a juicy line all week, and I'm going to stick by it because of what the defensive adjusted score says still, and they still cover 10 here as well. But I know betting on Jacksonville was like, you want to bet on Jacksonville? I'm like, the algorithm says this is sneaky. But notice that Indianapolis has moved up further on this list with the newer injury reports. So not as good as it was earlier in the week. Kansas City and the Raiders, that's pretty consistent where it was. Tampa Bay over Washington Football Club doesn't cover the 9.5, but I think Brady might. Does predict 53 points in this game. Patriots and Browns... Now 2016 game, 1914. Look at this. Look at 1914 after adjusted defense. Look at an under in this Patriots-Browns game. What is it set at? It's right here. 45. 22-23 type game. 23-20 still under 45. So the under there in that Patriots-Browns game looks like, you can see it's the lowest projected score game of the week. When we bet those as unders, they oftentimes win. I don't have the exact numbers on it, but I have good recollection of us winning games where we predict the lowest score of the game and it hits the under. Arizona and Carolina with Cam Newton not playing yet, but on the team. Kyler Murray still questionable. What's the story here? Oh gosh, I need to change this. Damn it. Sorry. We need to have all questionables in here. Let's refresh that. See if that changes anything real quick. Right here. Picks. Slightly. Uh-oh. It moved Arizona up. I moved Tampa Bay down. What else did it do? It moved Buffalo up after we did that. Let's double check, see what's going on with Arizona's injuries. So if you want to see everybody's injury status, you can expand all on the name, and you're going to get, like, DeAndre Hopkins still questionable. We just don't know if they're playing yet. So a lot of rough information that you try to act on there, and makes for a difficult pick. So it does have them beating Carolina, but you just don't know who's playing, and a little energy in Carolina signing a quarterback that's not Sam Darnold. What else? We have Rams and Niners. I said take the Rams. I still say take the Rams. Alternate score 27-18, even worse. So that's pretty good to the Rams on money line. Saints have no real quarterback, and they're plus 130 against the Titans. Yet the algorithm says yes, and algorithm says under. Wow. That over-under is only set at 43. Yeah, because New Orleans has trouble scoring. It's a tough game right there. I'd stay away from that game as well. Denver and Philly. This is the one where I said take Philly plus. Now we moved the line on that one. It's only 1 point now. This became an unbettable game because the line's bad. Lions and Steelers said stay away from Packers and Seahawks. I don't know what the situation is here. Isn't like Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers potentially playing or not? I don't even know. So it's tough to stay away. So if there's anything to do for NFL, it's going to be Chargers money line. It's going to be too many points here for the Cowboys game. Terrible line for the Buffalo game. Jacksonville plus 10 because I'm crazy. And then the Chiefs money line is okay against the Raiders. 27-22 alternate score as well. So yeah, Chiefs money line's okay. Under in the Patriots Browns. Rams to win. That's about it. 1, 2 under. 3, 4 Jacksonville plus 10, and 5 Chargers. So you get 5 NFL picks, it looks like, on the list today. Now, college basketball. So I wasn't able to update the current season stats only in here and do the programming that's associated with this here. Just ran out of time. Just too much going on. And but I did, add in last year's stats the same way we've been doing this here. And what that leaves us with, where's the picks? There they are. So what that leaves us with today, at 0 home bump, meaning a neutral site projection, is an order that looks like this. And we should also start paying attention to the health factor. If the team's health is especially under 90%, that represents significant injuries. It has an impact. The teams don't play as well. They don't cover spreads as well when they don't have their rosters. So is there anything, first of all, when we do our little pruning with slicers here, that looks good? We want home underdogs. Nothing. Right, because the odds makers are using the algorithm. So there are no home underdogs or no pot of gold picks today. How about just straight up underdogs? We have no underdogs today. Like I said, the odds makers are using this algorithm. Son of a gun. Well, I guess there ain't much to pick. Well, here's what we should probably do is right down here under 10%, you can see that there's 4 away teams showing up with under 10% margin. That suggests to me that a proper home bump today is going to be about 10% because those away teams down there often don't win. That leaves, out of the 22 games today, 21 home teams that we like, and there are some underdogs down here. There's Bucknell and Stephen F. Austin that you can take with a couple points. Pennsylvania, within the Ivy League, I think they were, and yeah, they had no games. So you can't pay attention to Bucknell because Pennsylvania didn't have any games last year, and that problem I talked about moving to this year's current stats will prevent that from being an issue, like tomorrow when I get that done. But it's not relevant today for being accurate, so Bucknell needs to come off there. But Stephen F. Austin, at a 10% bump, they get a slight margin here. You can get them with 2 points. That's the best paying pick, it looks like, at our normal bump. What else looks good here? Are there any reasonable lines? Minnesota, the only away games minus 140 against Princeton, but they should cover it. But Princeton was also an Ivy League team, right? Where you see these red projected scores, this means that one of these teams didn't play. There you go. Didn't play, and didn't play. So you really need to really not look at them. I'm sorry, I'm giving you something that's difficult to look at and understand, but we're just too early in the season. So it looks like it's a watching football day. What would I recommend? One big, huge parlay. We did hit the top 8 teams again yesterday, even on a rough day. So the top 8 in a parlay. So we did hit the top 8 exactly. So the top 8 in a parlay, while they're unbettable lines, probably you can go all the way down. BC against Fairfield. So you got like 8 or 9 here that you could consider just taking them. And then that Stephen F. Austin pick +2 seems pretty good. And South Carolina's -120 over Western Kentucky. Florida is even money over Florida. So take a look at their 90% health. So stay away from these where their healths are hurting. Stay away from this. If you want to talk about a team that's probably going to cover the spread, how about Prairie View? Prairie View, because Oklahoma State's at 87% health and they have to cover 20 points. So we only think they're going to cover 14 anyway, but this health factor means something like Prairie View probably covers their 20.5. So that's the update today. Guys, I'm not getting compensated enough to do this work. Got enough stuff going on. If you win, if you have a good time, if you want me to keep doing this, yes, subscribe, but also consider sending me some compensation for this, or you'll see the videos start to dry up more because I just can't continue to do it without people regularly paying me. All right. Good luck, everyone. May all of your picks be winning.